Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. So I can't wait to hear some of your tips.
Yes. So self-care. We are promoting Self-Care September here at North Realty. And self-care kind of has this connotation of being like frivolous or bougie or something, but really in our modern world, we need it. We actually need it for our mental, physical, emotional, and our social health. But who has time? Who has time? Right. So you want to just start really small. And some just simple things would be like, drink some water. Pretty easy, right? Try to move at least 10 minutes a day and maybe 20 if you can. And then be aware of what you're putting in your body and your mind. So it's not just the food, but it's the social media, right? It's the technology. We digest everything. So be conscious of what you're putting in.
Social media really has an impact, especially on the mental side of things. You're being pulled in 100 different directions, good, bad. It's making you choose, I don't want to say sides, but there's so many things out there, and as if we don't have enough distractions on a daily.
Right. And then it's made to keep you engaged. Right. It knows what you want. It knows what will keep you clicking. So be aware of that, and then be smarter than that technology and use it for your good rather than the other way.
Right.
And then take time to do things you like. Like Kim was saying, we're all so busy and time just passes by. Next thing you know, it's snowing. So take the time, go outside and work in your garden or do some sewing, or maybe you like the motorcycle. I don't, what's your thing?
Enjoy kayaking.
Right?
Just anything, gardening. My garden's pretty well done by now. Right? I got poor little watermelons are still making their way, but the rest of it I'm kind of over with.
Yeah. But right, it's just like finding that 10 minutes and doing something that you like, where you can turn off that busy in your brain. So it's also so important to find your people and find your village. Candace from Profile Beauty downtown, she had a great post the other day about how not having connection is almost the equivalent of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. You need people in your life. It's so important.
There is truth to that. And so many people are working from home and stuff these days that some of the social presence and activity that we engaged in at one time has subsided just a little bit because, again, there's many of us that are able to make that working from home.
It kind of just works, and you don't do those things where you get up every day and go out,
get into that office, and that socializing that you maybe didn't even realize you had is gone.
And just a little bit, right? Small steps are good. All of this is just small steps to lead you towards a healthier, happier life. So Self-Care September, put it on your calendar. Check out our pages on Sundays. We're going to be giving some self-care tips.
Right.
And then we're working on some exciting projects coming up over the month. So we've got a holistic home series that's coming together. I'm pretty excited about that.
Right.
And then in October, we're going to be sponsoring the 2023 South Dakota Holistic Health Fair. And that is at the Ramkota on October 14th. So I'm super excited about that.
I went last year, and there was a phenomenal turnout, phenomenal vendors there. You learn a lot, so make sure to mark your calendar for that too. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah, so that's what I've got for you today. Just a couple quick tips on self-care, and it's important. Take the time.
Well, thank you so much because, like you said, too many people, we're all so busy, we tend to put ourselves aside.
It's the modern world too. It just keeps coming at us. So take
and
time.
I'm guilty of it. So I'm planning to take myself a few minutes here and there, work on it at least, and go. But I appreciate all the tips. They all appreciate that. And thank you all again for joining. Okay? Bye-bye for now. Have a fabulous weekend.